drivers. Ready to start trucking? Head over to plvtc.com and join us on our Discord at discord.gg/Peen. Peen Logistics, where every mile counts.
Hi guys, it's Wombat, and it looks like I'm lost. There is Global Cargo with their outstanding CC. They will guide me to my destination. Are you too looking for an awesome VTC with a great team spirit, a lot of convoy action and their own dedicated convoy control team? Then look no further. Global Cargo is the place for you. A lot of fun is guaranteed. Check them out at globalcargovtc.com or apply at apply.globalcargovtc.com. Global Cargo, we carry the world.
All the hits. It's Dua Lipa.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga.
Hey, I'm Sam Smith.
What's up? It's Lizzo.
Your number one.
Don't like waiting, let's go right now. Gotta hit the ground, dancing for the music slows down. What I'm saying, if there's something to fix, take it to another level. This is the remix.
Поверните налево.
Everybody get out on the floor. It can get a little crazy when the kick is for. Make a scene, nobody can ignore. Don't knock it till you rock it, we can't take it no more. Bring the lights up, blast the doors down, dust yourself
Up Before You Go with Wham! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Something else that's almost goodness gracious that I forgot that my actual like bed music is like blasting in my ears. Oh my goodness. Either way, what an excellent way to get your show started. A little bit of Selena Gomez with Shake It Up and Wham with Wake Me Up Before You Go. Two songs that I frankly never would have thought would actually go that well together, given the fact that they are from two completely different decades. But either way, I feel like they actually just hit the groove this early in the morning. How are you doing this morning? It's of course your Monday morning wake up call. We got your requests coming on up. We also got your wacky trivia and your would you rather coming up in a hot minute's time. So don't you go anywhere. As for what's coming up next, well, we got a couple of your guys' requests that are already starting to come through. And I gotta say this now. If you want to send in a request, send it in. Because I can already tell you this right now. The show is already halfway filled with requests. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. As soon as I got, right before I started talking here, I was getting some of the other songs sorted out, and I saw that there was so many requests coming through on the request line. Thank you all so much for sending in those requests, but by all means, if you want to see any of your songs get played, send them on in. The only rules I have is that if I have them, I'll play them. If I don't have them, unfortunately, I can't do much about that. Yeah, sorry. That's the only downside about my show. If I don't have the requests, I can't play the requests. Either way, here's our first request. Carmen's getting in touch on this one, asking for a little bit of Chase It by World featuring Savoy.
Поверните направо. Держитесь правее. Затем поверните направо. Поверните направо. Приготовьтесь к повороту направо. Поверните направо, затем поверните направо. Поверните направо.
server is at the heart of the community with over 20,000 members. Chat with the presenters and fellow listeners just like yourself today at discord.gg/truckersfm.
Поверните налево, затем продолжайте движение прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Поверните налево. Приехали. Конец пути.
Coming from a rainy Thursday on the avenue. Thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the lights, the TV, and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you. What has happened to it all? Crazy summer say. Where is the life that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away, left me in the vacuum of my heart. What is happening to me? Crazy, some say. Where is my friend when I need you most? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive.
Все готово. Приятной ходьбы.
In the roadside tale of suffering and grief. Fear today, forgot tomorrow. Here, beside the news of holy war and holy need. Ours is just a little sorrow told.
Поверните направо. Поверните направо.
More of the hits you love.
This is Truckers FM.
first round of requests, getting us started for the show. And we, of course, got your wacky trivia coming right on up. Starting off the request, we had Carmen with Chase It by World in Savoy, Skuru with Ordinary World by Duran Duran, and Chris MP with You Should Be Sad by Halsey. Now, something I will mention is that as we're looking at this stuff behind the scenes, which, by the way, if you aren't aware, we do behind the scenes live streams over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AndrewLeo_, or just click on the Twitch link that is over on the Truckers FM website. I go ahead and actively keep an eye out for the different genres that certain songs have. And admittedly, Halsey, for some reason, showed it having a genre of being dance when it's an alternative song. Either way, let's go and get into a little bit of your shout-outs, because we got Daniel getting in touch saying, shout out to my boy Jacob, who is playing ETS2 for the second time and doing a 4K trip over Europe. Well, Jacob, I hope that you enjoy that little trip over on ETS2, because that's going to take you a hot minute. And why not go ahead and make sure that you're tuned on in for the long haul, as I'll be with you at least for another hour and a half. Either way, we also got your little bit of wacky trivia. So I wonder how many of you can guess it right. If you've never participated with wacky trivia before, here is how you play. I'll be saying a couple of questions and phrases throughout the show and giving you a couple song samples for you to listen to. What your job is to do is to find out what the name of the artist and the name of the song is that is mentioned for today's wacky trivia. If you want to go and participate, head on over to the Truckers FM website, click on the blue buttons up at the top of the page, and change the drop down over to competition. With that said, let's get into your first bit of wacky trivia this morning. On this day in 1969, that's one interesting throwback right there. This artist released this hit song that took the world by storm and is still commonly played in many radio stations to the summery vibes it brings to listeners. Now, I wonder how many of you think you know the song just off of this one sample.
And spring became the summer.
That's a bit tricky. Ooh. Okay, let's listen to that one more time.
And spring became the summer.
Ooh. Do you think you know the name of the song? Do you think you know the name of the artist? Well, if you think you know both, send it on over directly to our competition line, where we'll be revealing the answer at the end of the show. And don't go anywhere. We got more of your guys' requests coming on in, so keep on sending those requests in. I already can see that I got quite a few that are sitting on my board, and trust me, we'll be getting a lot of those played throughout the rest of the show. Let's get into this next one, though, that's coming in from Carmen, asking for a little bit of Rogue with Fusion. Here you go. You're listening to Little Bit of Truckers FM.
Будьте внимательнее на дороге. Держитесь левее, затем поверните налево. Поверните налево. Держитесь левее.
Truckers action coming on in this morning with Learn to Fly. Getting requested on that one was none other than one of our favorite listeners, Skuru, getting in touch, asking for a little bit of that action right there for you. And it's that time of the show as well, where we go ahead and talk a bit about what are your guys' favorite and most interesting topics during the morning wake-up call. And that is, of course, your Would You Rather. And all I gotta say is today's Would You Rather is both a funny and interesting one. If you want to go and play Would You Rather, head on over to the Truckers FM Discord server, where of course we'll be doing Would You Rather for the next hour and recapping the actual answer at the end of the show. And oh boy, I'm having to reread the actual Would You Rather card again, and I kind of was like, oh wait, it's that Would You Rather. Well, I'm certain that a couple people will like one of the responses. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up being wrong. Either way, your Would You Rather this morning is simply, would you rather have the udders of a cow or the jaws of a shark? Let me go and repeat that one more time. Would you rather have the udders of a cow or the jaws of a shark? I wonder which one would you end up choosing. Head on over to the Truckers FM Discord server, where the poll is now live for you to go ahead and take part in that. That's going to be going on for the next hour as we go and play through some of more of your amazing requests. And I do see a request on here that unfortunately I cannot fulfill, as we do have that song banned on the station. I can't play that unfortunately for you there, Tesla. Sorry about that. However, we got another song coming on in, and this one's coming on in from Carmen once again. Carmen, thank you so much for sending this one on in. A little bit of endless in between action from Kid and Jonathan Menison coming at you here on Truckers FM.
But I caught a glimpse of momentary bliss. Never knew what I was missing all these years.
Изменение маршрута.
Now I'm a little too high to climb down from the sky. Since I escaped into heaven, and now I'm lost somewhere in a land of forgetting, that higher place, right where you left me. But I'll stay right here, floating on a fading dream. In this endless in-between. It is senseless. It's like we play pretend. Always lost here at the end. Can we begin again? And I chase you down, but I can't see through the clouds. It's a game that's made for fools. I'll never win. Now I'm a little too high.
Держись
Climb down from the sky.
Затем съезд справа.
Since I escaped into heaven.
Съезд справа.
Somewhere in a land of forgetting.
Поверните направо. Вы прибыли.
Excuse me, sorry for interrupting. Can we just play my promo?
Join Robster every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. UK time for 2 hours of your requests.
It can be anything from the 1960s to modern day. If he's got it, he'll play it.
It's your drive, your music.
Mondays and Thursdays, 4 p.m.
I think that was really good, guys.
Golden girl dressed in nice, the hardest, darkest night. You got me to dim my light, no more. I really think I bought your lies. Did anything to keep you mine. You kept me hooked on your line, no more. Somewhere along the way I lost my mind. I had to walk 100,000 miles. I'm not afraid to set it all on fire. I won't fall again. I'll bring my own lighter. Nothing can burn me now. I'll be my own lighter. I feel a spark inside me. I don't need saving. No way, no way. 'Cause I'm my own lighter. I'm tired of a million tries to fight the signs. And when everybody tried to tell me, I should've known that it was time to break free. Your reins that kept me at your mercy, I'll burn them to the ground. No more, no more, ignite the fire. Somewhere along the way I lost my mind. I had to walk 100,000 miles. I'm not afraid to set it all on fire. I won't fall again. I'll be my own lighter. Nothing can burn me now. I'll be my own lighter. I feel a spark inside me. I don't need saving. No way, no way. 'Cause I'm my own lighter. Silence fills the room, and I've taken off my shoes. I wish none of this was true, but there's a fire growing too. Yeah. Nothing can burn me now. I'll be my own lighter. I feel a spark inside me. I don't need saving. No way, no way. 'Cause I'm my own lighter. Nothing can burn me down. I'm my own lighter.
Truckers FM Throwback. Throw it back.
I know you're inside, you're feeling so hollow. And it's a hard pill for you to swallow.
Начинаем движение.
But if I fall for you, I'll never recover. If I fall for you, I'll never be the same. I really wanna love somebody. I really wanna dance the night away. I know we're only halfway
Поверните
there,
налево.
but you take me all the way.
успешно прибыли.
Maroon 5 action coming in hot right there with a little bit of a throwback all the way to 2012. Oh my goodness gracious. Am I the only one that feels old after saying that out loud? Because it feels like that song just came out last year, but it's been out for over a decade now. So, oh my goodness gracious, some excellent requests coming in right there, hot. That one was coming on In Touch, and as courtesy from Chris over on our Truckers FM Discord server, as well as Josh getting in touch with Kyle Alessandro with Lighter. Great songs, by the way. Great songs indeed. Now, I should go ahead and say this, but it seems as though many of you, or at least the 4 that I got so far, already have a good inkling as to what today's wacky trivia is. Do you think you know what it is? Well, let's take a quick recap about what your wacky trivia is thus far. Earlier, I told you guys that your wacky trivia was a little bit of the following. On this day in 1969, this artist released his hit song that took the world by storm and is still commonly played in many radio stations due to the summery vibe it brings to listeners. And this was the wacky trivia that I told you about earlier in the show.
And spring became the summer.
Do you think you know it? Well, if you aren't sure what it is just yet, don't go anywhere because we got your next hint that's coming up after the top of the hour. So don't go anywhere as we got plenty more music from now until then. Also, let's go and take a quick gander at your national days for today. So today we had 3 that I decided to choose from that kind of caught my interest right there. National Hydration Day, which as the name kind of implies is making sure that you're staying hydrated today. So make sure that you have your water with you or whatever it is that you choose to hydrate yourself with. It is also National Typewriter Day, which commemorates the day that typewriter was first used. Not necessarily was first made, but first used in a commercial setting. And of course, we wouldn't be here today without the typewriter itself. And then, let's not go ahead and forget this one, which I have a little bit of a story that I'll be talking about over on behind the scenes with through Twitch. But it's National Pink Flamingo Day. I'll just say this. if you don't know about the pink flamingo, then yeah, that's all I'll say. Either way, let's get into your guys' next song. A little bit of keepsake action coming at you here on Truckers FM with this time around featuring Skyleaf.
Поверните налево. Приготовьтесь к повороту.
bit of an interesting song to go and get you guys started this morning. A little bit of Isle of the Capri by VS Project, which is a brand new song to hit the station because of the fact that that song, I actually just got it and I was going to play it during my Friday show because it had just released on Friday. So brand new song to get you going right there. And that, I hope, answers your question, Pigbit, who got in touch on our shout out line saying, are you doing any new songs today? That's just one of the songs that I end up playing. However, who knows? Maybe we'll end up playing some other new songs that I got in the back. Either way, it's time that we talk a bit about your wacky trivia. And of course, those little other tidbits that we've got going on. If you were around about 10 minutes ago, you would have ended up hearing me say a little bit about what your wacky trivia is thus far this morning. And of course, your wacky trivia is as follows. In 1969, this artist released his hit song that took the world by storm and is still commonly played in many radio stations due to the summery vibe it brings to listeners. And this was the sample you heard earlier in the show.
And spring became the summer.
Okay, maybe that was enough to go and get you going, but because I got 4 people that got in touch so far. But let's see, how many of you need that extra little help by getting this first hint? The sensational song was said to highlight the artist's material and production sound on an entirely different dimension in the song's love ballad. Ooh, I wonder what that could be in reference to. But let's hear that sample and try and get an idea as to what's going on here.
And it don't seem so lonely.
Ooh, interesting. Let's go and listen to that one more time for those who potentially did not hear that.
And it don't seem so lonely.
Well then, I hope that that was enough to get you going. Do you think you know the name of the song? Do you think you know the name of the artist? Well, if you think you do, send it on over directly to our competition line, where of course we'll be revealing the answer at the end of the show. And if you don't know, head on over to the Truckers FM Discord server. We have a little bit of wacky trivia going on right now, and that's going to be going on. And let me just go ahead and take a quick look at the time stamp on that. That's going to be going on for at least another 40 minutes. So if you want to take part in that, head on over there. The actual poll is over in our general chat. Head on over to discord.gg/truckersfm if you're not already there, and join our server of over 20,000 members. Let's go ahead and get into your guys' first couple of ad breaks, or your ad break for at least this hour. Then we got some other requests coming on in, including Chappelle Roan and Noisdrum coming up right after this.
Truckers FM.
Mornings with GTO Mega, your leading provider of sim racing equipment. Use code TFM for 5% off at gtomega.com.
Global Trucking is a relaxed and growing VTC on the roads of ETS and ATS. We can offer you friendly staff, low mileage requirements, VTC paint scheme, access to our GT Drivers Hub and Job Tracker, driver rankings, driver of the month, regular convoys and regular giveaways. If this is what you're looking for, why not be a part of our growing community? Find out more at globaltrucking.uk.
Come here to me. Have you heard about that trucking company on Truckers MP? The Irish lads? Yeah, Transit X. Sure, what about them? They did a record haul of over 10,000 kilometres in a single run. Jesus, that's deadly. Their website says they're a trucking company crafted from the finest Irish banter. And they've UK lads who are into the crack as well. Where can I find them? Their website is transitxvtc.com. You can apply to be a driver or have the crack on their Discord server. Transit X. Let the crack begin.
Whoa, look at those gold and white trucks passing us. Who are they?
It's Golden Phoenix Express VTC. Haven't you heard about them?
Here at GP, we take pride in specially organising our own professional weekly public convoys with active, energetic and experienced staff team. What's more, our drivers get access to a whole host of fun activities, features and bonuses. From a highly advanced drivers hub with a job tracking system that provides a variety of statistics, to custom skins, mods, private events and more. Are you tempted at what we have to offer? Head to discord.gg/GPE to apply. GPE is the way to be.
Home of music. This is Truckers.fm.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. You Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I'm up and jaws are on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom and a light outside the door. Black lights and a mirror disco ball. Every night's another reason why I left it all. I think my wicked dreams are here from Tennessee. Oh Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Don't think I've left you all behind. Still love you, and Tennessee are always on my mind. And mama, every Saturday I can hear your southern drawl 1,000 miles away, saying, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood.
Maelstrom action coming at you here on your morning wake-up call with a little bit of leaving now. Getting in touch on that request was none other than one of your favorite listeners, Carmen. Thank you so much, Carmen, for sending in that request. And of course, how are you guys doing this morning? It's of course just reached a quarter past the hour, and we only got about 45 minutes left until the end of our show. I still got some time to fit in a couple more requests, so I also have a couple of new songs that I got that are going to be coming up later on in the show, so maybe you'll just end up hearing those in due time. But let's go and take a quick look here. We had also a little bit of Chappelle Roan with Pink Pony Club. Pigbit was getting in touch on that one. Although Pigbit, I think that you mistakenly misspelled it. I ended up correcting it for you. I knew what you meant. Either way, I hope you did enjoy those requests coming in right there. And if you haven't done so yet, we still got, let me just go and take a quick gander real quick. We still have about 25 minutes left. I'm going to double check. Yeah, about 25 minutes left of your Would You Rather. If you want to take part in that, head on over to the Discord server, discord.gg/truckersfm, and scroll on up in the general chat where you'll see my Would You Rather that was posted at 42 after the hour in the last hour, where we are looking for, would you rather have the udders of a cow or the jaws of a shark? I feel like I know which one I would end up choosing, but who knows? What do you think would be a good choice? Either way, let us know by heading on over to the general chat and joining the chat room going on over there, because I can tell you that there's quite a lot of chit-chat going on this morning, including we got Amy over there, we got Mix on there, we got Sharon on there, CTX, we got Carmen, and we got one of our fellow mods, Will, over there. We also have one of our fellow presenters, Josh, over there as well. We're all hanging about, just having a good old chatting time. And of course, we got more requests coming to your way, including this next one that's coming on in from Josh, which all I gotta say is his choice for going with a little bit of some alternative for some My Chemical Romance is quite an interesting one. Here's My Chemical Romance for you with Na Na Na.
Изменение маршрута. Ищу новый маршрут. Поверните направо. Приготовьтесь к повороту направо. Поверните направо.
We dream so colorful. Oh, we love so strong. The world is relentless, the city won't sleep. It hard and your soul brings you to your knees. But we can face it all. With our fearless hearts, we could be ours, and we could live for 1,000 years.
Двигайтесь прямо. Приготовьтесь к повороту направо. Поверните направо. Мы прибыли.
Bringing the feel good.
This is Truckers FM.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. I still feel your touch in my dream. Forgive me my weakness, but I don't know why. Without you, it's hard to survive.
Будьте внимательнее на дороге.
I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. 'Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat so? I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
action coming at you right there. As of course we go through into the final half hour of the show. What a great way, a great song right there. Coming in touch on that request was of course Leonard asking for a little Cascade every time we touch. And right before that, we of course had Carmen getting in touch asking for a little bit of Resile featuring Teammate with Legends. Some great songs right there getting in touch this morning. We got other requests that are coming on in as well, but we are just about ready to start off a few interesting songs that had just released within the last 2 weeks. That's going to be coming up here in just a hot minute's time. But let's go ahead and recap a little bit because it seems like not many people have gotten in touch for the wacky trivia this morning, because it seems that I need to give you guys a reminder about it once again. But who knows, maybe you guys just need that little extra help. Either way, let's go ahead and take a quick recap about what your wacky trivia has been thus far. So your wacky trivia, I don't know what I was about to start off with there. Your wacky trivia started off by saying, on this day in 1969, this artist released this hit song that took the world by storm and is still commonly played in many radio stations due to the summery vibe it brings to listeners. And this was the wacky trivia you heard earlier in the show.
And spring became the summer.
Okay, maybe that was enough to help you out, but here was the hint that I gave you at the top of the hour. The sensational song was said to highlight the artist's material and production sound on an entirely different dimension in the song's love ballad. And here was the second sample that you heard.
And it don't seem so lonely.
Interesting sample choices right there. I wonder what could this song be? Well, I suppose if you don't know a clue about this song just yet, then of course you can just sit around tight, because we're of course going to be revealing the answer shortly, plus giving you your final hint in just under a little bit of under 10 minutes time from right now. So don't go anywhere. We got more requests coming your way, including this next request, which we got this next request coming on in here from Daniel saying, thanks for the shout out. Jacob would love Fast Cars by Tracy Chapman. If you have that one, thanks. Now, I don't have that song. However, there is another song that Fast Cars is in reference to. Here's a little bit of Jonas Blue and Dakota with Fast Car.
Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at a convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs to finally see what it means to be living. You got a fast car. Fast enough so we can fly away. We're gonna make a decision. Live tonight, die this way. So remember we are driving in your car. Speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights say I'm before. City on felt nights wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. And I had a feeling that I could be someone. Had a feeling that I could be someone. Too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. Mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. You got a fast car. We go cruising, entertain ourselves. We still ain't got a job. Not working the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belonged, and I had a feeling that I could be someone.
Five, four, three, two, one. The most played chart with Matt.
That's right, join me, Matt, Sunday, 4 till 6 p.m. UK time as we count down the top 30 most played songs from the station over the past 7 days. Get requesting your favourite songs now for the chance for it to appear in the chart on Sunday. And you can join me from 4 till 6 p.m. for 2 hours of the top 30 tracks, fun and loads more. You better make sure I see you Sunday, 4 till 6 p.m. for the most played chart.
The charts that you control. The most played chart.
Truckers FM.
New music playing now.
Truckers FM.